Now let's talk about the aircraft axis. An aircraft does its movement in three axes, okay? These are the longitudinal axis. This is the longitudinal axis, the imaginary line that goes along through the fuselage, okay? Longitudinal axis is this one. In the longitudinal axis, what movement we do? We do the roll movement. With what surface? With the ailerons, okay? Longitudinal axis. Lateral axis. Lateral axis is located here in the wings. Okay, this is an imaginary line that goes along through the wing. On the lateral axis, what movement we do? We do the pitch movement, okay? Pitch up or pitch down. Nose up or nose down with the lateral axis. With what control surface? With the elevator here painted in green. And finally, we have the vertical axis. Vertical axis is this imaginary line that goes from up to down. Is vertical to the wing, okay? 90 degrees of the wing. In this axis, we do this movement, okay? We do this movement to the right or to the left. With what control surface? With the rudder here painted in blue. Okay, the three axes: longitudinal, lateral, and vertical axis. Here you have a chart. Here you have a chart that summarizes all about the aircraft basic control, okay? It is divided in the primary control surface, aileron, elevator, and rudder, the airplane movement, roll, pitch, and yaw, the axis of rotation, longitudinal, lateral, and vertical, and from what aircraft control source we use in the cockpit: control wheel, control column, and pedals. For example, with the aileron, with the primary control surface aileron, we do the roll in the longitudinal axis with the control wheel in the cockpit. So with the ailerons here painted in red, we do this movement, okay, on the longitudinal axis, okay, this is the longitudinal axis. With the primary control surface of elevator, we do the pitch movement. The pitch movement refers about to move the nose up or the nose down. With what control surface? With the elevator here. Okay? From what control source? With the control column. That means that you're gonna pull the control column or you're gonna push. Okay? If you pull, the nose will move up, or if you push, the nose will move down. With the rudder here painted in blue, you do the yaw movement in the vertical axis. You do this movement with the rudder to the left or to the right. Here in the vertical axis. With what? With the pedals in the cockpit. You press to the left or you press to the right the pedals, and then the aircraft will move to the left, to the right, or to the left.